Hi, Janelle Schaefer here with Sheep Hill Herbs. Welcome to my channel. I'm an herbalist and I'm excited to have you here. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much. If you haven't, take time to hit the subscribe button and also the like button and the bell notification button, and leave a comment, a nice comment before you go. So in today's video, I am going to show you how I make an herbal tooth powder that you can use with your toothpaste to brush your teeth and help strengthen and remineralize your teeth. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to go through things you're going to need to make the tooth powder. There are many recipes. This is one that I found that I like, and sometimes I do change it with a little bit of variety depending on the flavor that I want, and also sometimes it's honestly on the herbs I have. But let me just go down here. This is the finished powder. It is in this little dish. It is dark in color because I use charcoal in my powder, and it's very fine. So I want to just show you this toothpaste, Aromir, and I don't even know if I'm saying this correctly. It is fluoride-free, no dyes or bleaches, non-GMO, cruelty-free. It has 23 herbal extracts, including neem and pilu, and it is a fennel, cardamom fennel taste. I love this toothpaste. And I will put a link for it to Amazon. I get it through Star West Botanicals. I have a wholesale account, and that's what these herbs are here. I also have a link for Mountain Rose Herb, which is where I used to buy for years and years. I love their herbs, but I do not have a wholesale account there, so I often do my Star West Botanicals. But this toothpaste, awesome. It does not like foam up, but it's really great. So when I do the tooth powder, and I'll demonstrate with this toothpaste then. Okay, so these are the herbs that I use. I use the comfrey root powder, organic. I use charcoal. I use cinnamon. Now, this is just an old container, but the cinnamon that is in there is a Star West Botanical cinnamon. Much, much more flavorful, much stronger, you know, medicinal quality cinnamon. I have yarrow, because yarrow is good for teeth and oral care. And I have, oh, I got 2 comfrey leaves out by accident. Well, we only need 1 comfrey leaf. And then I have slippery elm. And I think I'm missing something, so I'll come back and show you that. Okay, so this is the other herb that I wanted to show you, and I just have it in another container. I do this. This is white oak bark. Very, very high in minerals and very strengthening to teeth and gums. So I use that as well. Okay, so for this formula, you're going to do equal parts. And a part can be a spoon, a teaspoon, an ounce, a pound. I mean, a pound would be an enormous amount to make. But let's say for what I mixed, I just did a spoon of powder per powder that I'm using. So I'm going to go through all the herbs that I have used in this particular formula. And the herbs, the reason why this works, and I was like skeptical of it and wasn't sure if this would work, but what I found, and we have been using tooth powder now for a number of months. Well, I actually was introduced to it through Dr. Christopher years and years and years ago, but I never kind of got into it because it makes your toothbrush kind of messy and your sink messy, and it's not as nice and clean as just toothpaste, but it really, really works. I've seen my children's teeth get stronger, resisting tartar, resisting plaque. I've even seen my own teeth where I had some weakness, what would be like small cavities starting that filled in. And this in combination with the black walnut ointment, or not ointment, black walnut tincture that I make and is currently in my Etsy store. Both of those things together, and the black walnut tincture with Swish, have made a huge difference in our oral, gum, and teeth health. Okay, so like I said, I'm currently using Star West Botanical herbs here, and you can purchase them on Amazon. I do have a link. I'll put it in the description. I also get herbs from Mountain Rose Herb, and I think I like them both about equally. The difference is I do have a wholesale account with Star West Botanical, so I can get them less expensively. So I normally do not buy my herbs powdered because they have less energy, less vibrancy when they have been processed that way. But for the tooth powder, I have found that, well, I've ground my own herbs, but whatever machines they use is better than my grinding, which is usually a coffee grinder. And I really like a smooth tooth powder. So some tooth powders have baking soda or other, I guess, polishing agents. That is why I use toothpaste on my toothbrush first versus adding it to my tooth powder blend. So Yarrow flour powder is my first powder. I'm using a spoon because that's the measurement, teaspoon. And Yarrow is actually very good for teeth and mouth care. It has many, many purposes, but I love Yarrow, so I add it whenever I can. Then I have slippery elm, which is kind of like the glue that keeps this powder together. And I mean, it's not really gluey, but it's gooey. Okay, so then my comfrey powder is totally invaluable. I would not want to make the powder without comfrey. Most people, I think, substitute comfrey for horsetail and shavegrass, but comfrey just is, it's the bone knitting herb, and it works just the best. So I don't think you're going to be able to market and sell something with comfrey powder in it, but if you're making it at home, I would highly recommend using the comfrey because it works better than anything else. Then I add charcoal because charcoal can absorb toxins and polish and make your teeth whiter. And I definitely feel like it does that because I don't use bleach or whitening agents on my teeth. In fact, when you have more or enough minerals, they will make the minerals will make your teeth the white, bright white that they're supposed to be. Then I add cinnamon, and like I said, this is a container I just saved, but the cinnamon in here is Star West Botanicals, and it is the best cinnamon I've ever tasted. It has so much flavor. I have been doing 1 spoon of each to make a small batch, and then when the batch runs out, I make more. So pretty much I keep the powder in a Tupperware container in the bathroom right at the sink for everyone to open and then use. But this cinnamon, antimicrobial, antiseptic, antibacterial, and also makes the tooth powder taste really yummy. And then lastly, in this container, which is just a container, but I had the white oak bark, which Dr. Christopher tells an amazing story of a woman who strengthened all of her loose teeth with white oak bark because it's astringent and it tightens those gum tissues. So those are the herbs that I use in my powder, and I want to show you how I do this. So I'm going to take my toothpaste, and like I said, I use toothpaste first, and this is one that I really love, Ayurvedic herbal toothpaste, and forgive my pronunciation. It isn't soapy, so it's very, very natural. I just put a little bit on my toothbrush, and then since this is just mine, I actually just put my powder on, just go like that, or you could sprinkle it. So it's gonna be messy, but then you just brush your teeth. And you can see my teeth are turning dark, or look brown. So I'm going to just finish this and come back. So, finished with that. This tooth powder is my absolute favorite. You could add clove, and you could also add peppermint, and lots of other herbs. If you want to have different flavor, you could probably add calendula powder. And I hope to have this tooth powder in my Etsy store probably by January. But in the meantime, or if you don't, you know, if you're a person who wants to do things yourself, you can make your own. What I have noticed is that if you have weak spots in your teeth, they will form like a film, like an enamel coating that covers them. Sometimes I've seen things fill in, teeth fill in, and actually have a white, you know, the white enamel. Other times I've seen it harden, like a weak small cavity forming, and it hardened like a protective enamel coating, but it's slightly discolored. So it all depends, but to me, if you can fill in those spaces, those weaknesses, and not drill, that is like the best remedy, because drilling, although necessary in some circumstances, can do more damage than good. So best medicine is preventative medicine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video today. Please make a comment if you have any awesome tooth healing experiences, and hit the like button.